What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Very impromptu. I'd first like to apologize. My voice is still a little scraggly from being sick. And that's also the reason why I've been a little behind on content. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably know that. Of course, these probably aren't helping any. Well, you know what? I wanted to stay out of it. I mean, honestly, all the drama that's been happening. Not that there's anything wrong with getting involved in a little drama. It's entertaining, and I'm certainly not judging anybody. But me, I really just wanted to do my thing, entertain my fans, keep doing my show, grow my channel. But I was dragged into it. The whole doxxing situation with Zeph and Liz and I don't think I had anything to do with the Kraut and T server. I don't think I was even mentioned inside that server, but Zeph, definitely that whole situation. I did my very best, but now I just learned through Sinatra and a couple other people watching the Kumite as well that Liz and Zeph and everybody decided to do a live stream about the whole situation, and of course they brought me up. Now, they like to bring up the fact currently that in a stream I did a while back ago, wishing Failure a happy birthday, an impromptu stream on this channel, the Behind the Magog stream I did a while back ago, that I had no evidence that Zeph is the one who doxed me publicly. And so I couldn't lay that accusation at his feet because of my own ethics. I have to have proof, So I kindly, said my piece about, how I felt about people finding my personal social media. And then I introduced myself as Jeremy and went ahead and kind of just embraced it. It was going to happen anyway. And then I wanted to move on. And so at the end of that stream, of course, hey, everybody, I'm Jeremy, the creator of Magog. And that was the end of it. In my opinion, it was bound to happen. And, I just wanted to move on and do my thing. But now they're saying on their stream, Zeph and Liz, they're using that as proof that they're not doxers or that they, they're telling the truth. And oh, look, even Magog believes us. So I thought I'd do a stream to clear the fucking air. Earlier on Twitter, I asked if anybody had any verifiable proof that Zeph shared my docs with anybody. And I got the proof, which I will share with you all now. But before I get to that, I think it's best to lay out a timeline of events so that everybody knows what happened to me personally and where everything falls in line so that there are no mistakes. So it all began a long, long time ago, actually months ago. Long before all of this, the Kraut and T server happened and all of that stuff blew up. I got a message on Twitter from somebody named Zeph. Now, this was shortly after I did the large collab video, The Message to Susan Wojcicki, if you guys remember. And if you remember in that video, Zeph and Liz were in it, as well as a ton of other YouTubers. I just threw it all together with as many YouTubers as I could get a hold of. And after that, I guess because I put them in my video and they appreciated that, Zeph contacted me on Twitter. He DM'd me. And he had my docs. And he showed it to me. He had a screen capture and everything. I was like, hey, is this you? So I was like, hey, dude, that I don't really know all that well, But anyway, ultimately, he told me in that message that he was you know, he wasn't doing this to scare me or anything. He was trying to be a friend, show me where my security weaknesses were. He was afraid that some SJW would find out the same thing and dox me. So he was warning me where my dox was and how it was easily and readily available. I wouldn't say easily, though. You do have to go looking for it. I mean, it's not like he found some old YouTube channel I used to do or something like that, because I never had one. In fact, my footprint on social media for the past few years have been pretty nominal. You know, just MySpace back in the day before Facebook, and now Facebook, just to keep in contact with old military buddies and friends and family when I was abroad. No, I was never trans. I was never abroad. Abroad, not a broad. Okay? I know where your mind goes, chat. I already know. Anyway, let's take a little break from that. So everybody keep that in mind. Zeph came to me and showed me my dogs. All right? I would like to point out, too, I'm sure everybody noticed, we're on the live stream channel, so there is no super chats. And I'll try to watch the chat. We'll take breaks and I'll take questions and stuff. But if you want to support my show, there is a Streamlabs link in the description. And I'll check that from now and again, too. But by all means, you don't have to. I just want to let you know, because a lot of people expect the super chats to be active so they can get their comment highlighted and everything. And I don't have that active on this channel yet. I need 10,000 views. I have the 1,000 subscribers, but I need 10,000 views before I can monetize. So soon, hopefully. And hopefully, too, you know, things will start to build over here on the live stream channel. And I know you all probably have questions about SideQuest and all the future projects and stuff like that. And I'll cover that at the end of this whole situation, because I know it's worth talking about. And I do need to go ahead and update everybody. So, and once again, I apologize. My voice is still shite. All right, so where were we? Zeph sent me my docs in a DM months ago, quite literally months ago, way before all of this happened. And then months later, it happened. The Kraut T server thing happened. The Kumite started talking about Zeph and Liz and everything like that, and I kind of got pulled into it. Because at about that time, when Tonka and Sinatra and Cog started talking about the weird shit that Zeph has been doing, that multiple people have reported that he contacts them personally and shows them their dogs, that I started to notice some pretty strange things on my personal social media. Mostly just messages from people I never knew, you know, or I'm not friends with, and they're going, "Oh, are you Magog?" or whatever. Now, at the time, I had no evidence to believe that Zeph doxed me publicly. And that's what I said on the Kumite, that I didn't want to lay any of that on anybody's feet without proof. And that was my feeling at the time. You know, like, I didn't want to hop on the bandwagon of, you know, Zeph did this and Zeph did that without proof, at least personally. I still listened to the Kumite and Tonka, and there was a lot of evidence that supported the fact that there was some shady shit going on. And so, of course, I listened, and some of it I probably was like, yeah, you know, I could see that happening or whatever have you. But I personally, when it comes to my own personal situation, did not have any evidence. Now, what happened on my social media, my personal social media, could have been a coincidence, too. You know, people find you. It's the internet. Okay? So I wanted to let it go. And all of you know I did. I stopped talking about all this stuff. I wasn't getting on the Kumite anymore. And I was very livid the one time I went on the Kumite. It was probably the only time I ever really felt angry. And that was the day I found out I was kind of semi-doxxed. People were finding me. And so I had to change my profile picture into a meme or something and just try to hide my face and set everything to private and all that stuff, in the hopes that if people did message me, I could just ignore it and people would go, oh, maybe I was wrong, and move on, you know. So let's keep with the timeline, though. I don't want anybody to get confused. Months ago, Zeph sent me my docs. A few months later, Kumite started talking about the weird shit Zeph and Liz were doing. Okay? Then the Kraut and T thing happened. And that's when it really exploded. I'm talking fucking Andy got involved. There was the great schism in the community. People were being called liars. People were being called doxers. There's this and there's that. And there was all kinds of accusations flying all over the place. And people were very angry, and people were very, oh man, people were upset, and rightfully so. People don't like doxing, So that whole situation, and it went all the way up the chain to the Don himself, Sargon, Even he had to do a video on it and be like, I had nothing to do with this shit. I did talk to Kraut, that kind of thing. Hell, I was half expecting Milo to show up and be like, you all can suck my dick as I suck black guys' dicks. I was just expecting it. I mean, it's a huge controversy, right? At least in our little corner of YouTube. But once again, I kind of stayed out of it. I did. And then even more evidence started coming to light. Screen captures of DMs, recorded materials, exposing truths. The Kilroy thing happened. Now everybody's like, oh my God, what's going to happen with Kilroy? And I was looking forward to all that. It all kind of seemed to unravel. So, but I continued to stay out of it. I'm going to do my thing. I'm not going to talk about this stuff. It is whatever. So yeah, timeline of events. I was sent my docs by Zeph. Then all the stuff happened. I got on the Kumite. And then after the Kumite, I did the failure birthday stream. And I still, even on the birthday stream for failure, I still didn't have 100% proof that Zeph was the one who showed my docs to anybody. And I said that. And that is the clip they like to use now. In order for them to be like, look, even Magog believes us. Really? Well, some interesting things have happened since. And people have to understand the timeline. Just because I said those things at the time that I believed them does not mean 3 weeks later I feel the same way, because new evidence have come to light. So, to be sure, a few weeks back, just to be sure, I sent both Liz and Zeph a message on Twitter. And I'm going to read you those messages now after I address some stuff in the chat. I figure I'd take a break and say hello to people. So we're going to get to the DMs here in a second. We're going to cover everything. Tennessee Marine, I see him. Malcolm from the North. What's up? My Negro Mensa. God, I love that guy. We got to work together more, Malcolm. You got to start coming on more streams and shit. Beardy, Vamp, what's up? My co-hosts for the side quest are here, and yes, even out of character, I still drink from these old grog cups. They don't build them like they used to. These things are like fucking sterling silver, and you pour a cold drink in it, and because it's metal, it holds the cold. I'm telling you, they don't build them like they used to. Just don't beat no fucking plastic, Just got to be careful not to clink your teeth on it all the time. Knock your fucking teeth down your throat. Fletch is here. Scribe, what's up? Oh, Scribe's here. Scribe's going to get mad at me if I don't give him a fucking wrench on the new fucking live stream channel. Hold on, Scribe. You rat bastard son of a bitch. Scribe works for me, everybody, so I'm allowed to call him that. It's not harassment, I swear. Benny, what's up, Benny Hanna? Freedom Fighter, whoa, yeah, what's up? Magorgonites, I like that. That's like the Gorgonites, wasn't that those little creatures from Small Soldiers? Am I right on that? The little toys that came to life because they had like AI computer chips in them and shit. Busnut33, I don't think I recognize you, but welcome. The Wasatch Jackalope, what's up? Thrax is here. What's up, Thrax? Lurker. I have no idea even how many people are watching here, but 142. Wow. Welcome, 142 people. Peter Belt, one of my first Magogonites ever. Peter Belt, what's going on? Notice me, Senpai Magog, says John Smith versus the world. Well, you are noticed. John Smith versus the world. Toxoplasma gondi's here. I have yet to get back to your email. I saw it, though. I've been sick. Sorry. Jack T. Ripper's here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I'll go ahead and check Streamlabs just in case too, and then I'll get back to the story. I don't want to take too much time either in case somebody wants to use this stream and talk about what I talk about tonight on their own stream or whatever have you. So, you know, I'm trying to keep it as linear as I can, at least, you know. Toxoplasma gondii gives me $5. Check your email. Got you a tasty treat. And the big one is coming. This is just enough to leave you wanting more. We are days away from being 100% done. Once we said, all right, the drummer isn't working and used an alternative, it was easy to finish. I cannot wait. I saw your email. But I just, like I said, I've been a little sick and a little distracted, and that's all on me. I've been behind on content too because of it and everything. So, but I look forward to that. Toxoplasma gondii and her husband are working on a heavy metal Magog song for me. I can't wait. I'm going to do a music video for it. People are going to enjoy that on the main channel. So, AJ Williams, hey Magog Morskar, you're more handsome than I imagined. Why, thank you. I have a very expressive face. It's the sexiness of comedy. My mama always said I was funny looking. Turned out, worked for me. Hasty Maxi, my first Magog stream. Hi, my dude. What's up? Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. So anyway, let's get back to it. So to be sure, because of all the weird things I was seeing on my social media and everybody talking about Zeph and Liz and all that stuff was happening. And I was pretty angry. So that's why I introduced myself. And contrary to what they said in their stream, they said that I accidentally doxed myself. That is wrong. I purposely did. Because once people start finding you on social media, you might as well own it. I introduced myself. I didn't accidentally do it. So I sent them a message, and here are the messages, okay? I can't share them on the screen because I don't have that capability right now. I'm just running a quick Google's Hangouts, but I will read them to you verbatim so you guys understand what happened. So I sent a message to Liz first and said, Liz, should I do this in the Magog? I better not do the Magog voice. My voice is still scratchy. I don't really know the whole story of what's going on right now. I don't know if I want to know, but some strange things have been happening lately, and I need to know, did Zeph give anyone else that information he found on me? Because others have found me, the real me suddenly. That's what I sent Liz. Liz messaged back, and I'll post these pictures on Twitter if I have to. But Liz messaged back, no, he tried to help you hide it. He was freaking out when he saw that you could be doxxed. He wants to protect you. He really isn't a doxer. He got that rep from a woman named Zeph. He doesn't do that kind of shit. I want everybody to listen to these words. What happened, dude? Zeph didn't even share it with me, and we are talking on Discord when it happened. He was panicking over your safety. Well, not like panic, like gonna do something stupid, just really trying to warn you and help you because of what you cover in your videos. He was afraid you could get hurt. He is a big fan of yours and was worried. That's what Liz responded with. So I also sent a message to Zeph that very same day, and I asked him, dude, did you share my docs with anyone? I mean anyone. Because people have found me suddenly on social media. His answer to that was this, and I have the screen capture. I never share anyone's information. I try to help you hide it. I'm your fan. I'm an investigator in real life and could lose my license by doing unethical things, even tarnish my reputation. The initial rumors are from a scam artist named Zeph Rose that I exposed. She had the ears of several high sub YouTubers and caused some damage on the way down. You're catching the tail end of some drama by those who haven't realized I was never trying to expose them or tarnish their reps. But since they want to personally attack me and Liz, I've been trolling them on Twitter and in my videos. Even Cog and Gemini admitted that I wasn't a doxer when we briefly made peace. Cog, of course, changed that opinion after foolishly thinking I was insulting him in a video. I can, of course, prove my claims. They can't, but it's up to you what you want to believe. Once again, no, I never doxed you, and I never gave anyone your information. I want you to pay attention to those last lines. I never gave anyone your information. Well, I left it be. I didn't even answer them back. I was like, whatever. I moved on. I had a Christmas episode to do. I had Christmas songs to sing in the Poe voice. You know how hard that is? It's really hard. You know, I had other things on my mind. I had to sit here in my living room and record me going, I'm walking in the air. It's fucking hard, okay? It's hard to sing as Poe. So I let it go. To my knowledge, that was good enough for me, I suppose, at the time. Everybody else had their own grievances. But I let it go. Now, they're on a stream saying, look, Magog even thinks we didn't dox him. Magog knows it. He admitted it himself in that impromptu birthday stream he did for Failure weeks back. My name's getting dragged into this shit again. Now, they should have left me the fuck out of it after that. They should have. If you don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. Well, they started something. So as you probably all know, if you followed me on Twitter, I tweeted out earlier, does anybody have any verifiable proof that Zeph shared my docs with anyone? Not some, oh, he said, she said shit. You know, none of this, oh, so-and-so said they got your docs from him, or this. I needed verifiable proof. And so what happened? Chambers happened. She contacted me and said, hey, I know who you are. And it's because of Zeph. Now, isn't that interesting? But I like to have evidence. Call it my own ethics. Call it journalistic integrity or whatever have you. I have to have real evidence. So, given that I know Zeph sent me my own docs, so I know what he had on me because he sent it to me, I needed to verify if it was the same thing she had. Because it's not like you can just Google search this shit. Somebody had to have shown. Well, Chambers was kind enough to share with me what Zeph shared with her. And she screen capped it. She showed it to me. She showed me my first and last name and where she got it from. And it was the same place that Zeph got it from, an old website that my brother had created years ago. He somehow tracked that down through some piece of artwork I did. He was able to do it. So like I said, it's not like something you can just Google. And given that the evidence, the docs that she has on me, is the exact same as Zeph's and was verified by him, and I could see that in the DMs, I can now safely say publicly, when Zeph told me he never shared my docs with anyone, he is a lying sack of shit because he shared it with Chambers. Now, he claims that he did that after I doxed myself on the stream. But here's the thing, folks. I introduced myself as Jeremy, the creator of Magog, but I never gave my last name, and I sure shit didn't give my address. I just embraced being me. To show everybody that I don't give a fuck that you know my real name, or at least my real first name. And what happened? He turned around on that stream, and I heard it on Sinatra's stream earlier. He was playing the video. They were like, well, once we realized that Magog accidentally doxed himself, we went into a private chat, and Zeph was like, what do I do with this? What do I do? And apparently that's how Chambers, or at least according to them. But according to Chambers, they were talking. And he brought up that he knew me, that he found my docs. And Chambers asked him, she was curious, why? You know? And he was like, oh, well, you know, I'm an investigator. Same thing he told me. I'm an investigator. It's what I do. Well, this is what I know. Contrary to everything else that's being talked about on the Kumite, on Andy Worski's channel, or anybody else, Sinatra Cog, anybody else talking about this, these are the facts that I know based on the timeline. Zeph sent me my docs and told me it was just to show me where my security weaknesses were, that he was a fan and he was being a friend. After that, funny things started happening. I started getting some random messages on my personal Facebook, and I had to set that shit to private and shut it down. Not shut it down, but set it to private and change the pictures and all that stuff. Then after that, I went on a couple shows and said, yeah, I've been semi-doxxed, so I'm pissed, but I still don't have any evidence it was Zeph. Could have been anybody. Could have been just a coincidence that it happened at that time. And then I went on the birthday stream I did for him. Just wish him a happy birthday. He wasn't actually on the stream. I want to clarify that. And said, I still don't have any evidence, so I'm going to let it go. And I introduced myself to show that I'm embracing it. It was bound to happen. And I wanted to let it go. And I did. I let it go, and I let it go, and I let it go. And then tonight happened. And here they are doing a fucking video saying, look, Magog said I didn't do anything. He's on my side. When I asked them, both Liz and Zeph, did you share my docs with anyone? And those messages were after the failure stream. I'm pretty sure. They might not have been, so don't quote me on that one, but they're around the same time. The stream where I introduced myself and said that I'm still not, I have no evidence that Zeph was the one who did it publicly. He doxed me publicly. He certainly sent me my docs, but I don't have any evidence. Around that same time, I also messaged Liz and Zeph, and they both told me they never shared anyone. They never shared it with anyone. Now, that word means something. Anyone. Okay? And Liz even said, Zeph didn't even share it with me. And now I've got Chambers coming forward saying, here's a screenshot of how he showed me how to do it, and here's your street address, and here's your name, and here's your brother's name, and here's that old website we found it on, and here's all these DSN links and all this stuff. And yeah, I learned it from Zeph. Now, I've forgiven Chambers for knowing that information because as far as I know and as far as I can tell, Chambers has not shared that with anybody. She's kept it a secret, which I appreciate. And I told her tonight, too, if it comes out sometime that you shared this with anybody after you told me you didn't, we're going to have a problem. But tonight, if you tell me you've never shared this, all is forgiven. Okay? Because my beef is with Zeph and Liz, who told me they never shared my docs with anybody. Well, they lied because they shared it with Chambers. And that makes them a liar, a fucking manipulator. And I have no reason to trust them over Chambers. Chambers never did anything wrong to me. So she is forgiven. She learned something from a shitty dude and told me about it. That is that. That's the end of that. Now, from this point on, if she goes out and shares my docs with somebody, might have a problem with her, but I don't think she's going to do that. But I'm not supposed to believe Zeph and Liz over Chambers. Now that I know, they lied to me, to my fucking face. They messaged me in my DMs and said, we didn't share this shit with anybody. Not a person. Lying sacks of shit. I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking angry. It's one thing to dox somebody and then send it to him and be like, hey, dude, watch your back. This is your security weaknesses. Okay. I forgave that. I was like, okay, maybe this dude's just being cool. It's a little creepy, but his heart's in the right place. You lie to my fucking face, we're done. It's all I have in this world is my word, my trust. You don't fuck with that. I better have a cigarette before I eat this fucking microphone. That's the story. That's the end of it. I've read you the evidence, and I'll post it on Twitter later if you guys want to see it. I can't bring it up on the screen, but I'll fucking post it. They told me. We didn't share it with anybody. We were just worried about you. Then they get on a stream and use that clip from my birthday stream to failure and say, look, even Magog believes us. We're innocent. We didn't do nothing. We're not liars. We're not cheats. We're not manipulators. Magog believes us, so it must be true. He's a trustworthy guy. Yeah, goddamn it, I am. I pride myself on it. And if I fuck up, I apologize for it too. Did it the other day. Twitter. Ain't that hard. Own your shit. Everybody fucks up. Everybody's human. Now, if I had asked Liz and Zeph, did you share my docs with anybody? Even in just casual conversation, and you didn't mean it. If they had told me right then and there, to my face, yeah, shit, we trust Chambers. She's a friend, and we told her about it. I might not have liked it, but at least I could respect that. That you owned your shit. That you come to my face and you tell me I fucked up. I shared it. I shouldn't have. In fact, I shouldn't have found it in the first fucking place. I should have left people alone. What the fuck kind of person messages somebody and goes, oh, here's your life information, just being a friend? I play a crazy drunk wizard on YouTube. Okay? Let that sink in. I'm not supposed to be doing this kind of shit. I'm not supposed to be getting online, being all angry, talking to my beautiful audience, my Magogonites, who love what I do and support me, even when I'm sick and I haven't given them a video in a week and a half. I'm not supposed to be like this. I ain't supposed to feel like this. I'm just a comedian, I just want to entertain people. I didn't have nothing to do with the Kraut and Tea thing. I'm not alt-right. I'm not siding with anybody or anything. I just want to do my thing, please my fans. Let this great schism in the skeptic community just, take its own course, whatever has to happen. I didn't start doing streams and talking about it constantly or anything like that. Because that's not my business. My business is entertainment on a comedic level. I dress like a fucking wizard. Come on, guys. I'm not going to sit there and do streams like Tonka does. Like I said, nothing wrong with that. I love the Kumite. Everybody knows I love the Kumite. But that's just not my job. That's not my job. That's his job. That's Andy's job. That's other people's job. That ain't my job. My job is act a goof. That's my job. Well, I got sevens in the chat. What is all this sevens? Somebody explain that to me. Casey, what's up, buddy? Thrax, I've been accused of being a pedo, a doxer, a child woman beater, had my fetishes revealed on Twitter, all because I disagreed with Liz and said she was manipulative. So that's how they play it, huh? Is that how they play it, Thrax? Is that how they do? Motherfuckers. Anyway. I tell you what. If them bitches had two brain cells to rub together between two of them, they'd start a fucking fire. They should have never done any of this in the first place. What possesses someone to go, I'm going to seek out this person in real life and find out everything I can about them and then send it to them in the hopes that they'll be my friend? What kind of back-ass word shit is that? That's not how you make friends, Zeph. You know how you make friends? You get on DMs with people and go, what's up, man? Love your shit. Want to talk sometime? Hang out? Get on a live stream? Have some jokes? You don't go find fucking people. The fuck, man? So here's where it stands, people, and I want you all to take this to heart. because this is coming from me. This ain't coming from anybody else who has other grievances with Zeph and Liz. I don't know the whole story behind it. I mean, they're talking about some shit with a bird. I don't know, like they killed a bird. Now, I killed a bird. It's called Poe. But I at least made him part of my show, and now he has his own fan following, so he didn't die in vain. There's a lot of grievances. And you don't know what to believe? Believe this. Because I just presented you with the easiest and simplest evidence that they are lying pieces of shit. They told Magog, old Jeremy, that they didn't share my docs with anyone. And the fact that they shared it with Chambers not only makes them a liar, but now I can't even trust whether or not they shared it with somebody else. So for all I know, they've been sharing it for all over the place. And I have no reason to disbelieve that now, because the evidence presents itself. And what can be extrapolated from that? So even if they come out tomorrow after they see this stream of mine and say, no, Magog, yeah, we shared it with Chambers and we're sorry, but we didn't share it with anybody else, I ain't got no reason to fucking believe you now. Bunch of slack-jawed fucking bitches, man. So, yeah, I've been dealing with some shit. I've been having some existential crisis. Content's getting harder to produce because my creativity is stuck in this tiny place. I can't wait to move. I have more space, give y'all a bigger show, build more sets, introduce new characters. Take this channel and this show, this character that people love, in a new direction, a bigger direction, huge production values. Hell, might even build up to a movie. I don't know, do an independent film. Magog comes to the world, starts fucking shit up. And on top of that, I got to deal with this shit. On top of all that stress about, keeping my fans happy, keeping my subs happy with the content coming, writing new things, doing new projects. 2018 is going to be a big year. I got all kinds of new projects lined up. Things just even outside of Magog. Websites and graphic novels and artwork I want to do, and big, huge collab projects with Free Press Kekistan, AP, and Ghastly, and fun new cartoon things for Magog to have adventures in, as well as the real world, Because that's what I believed in. I believed that YouTubers should come together. We should help each other in a creative way, not just do like regular old collabs telling some feminist they're a bitch, but actually doing real creative shit. Make it like television, make people want to watch because of the entertainment value, not necessarily because of the social political thing, which I'll never give up. My comedy comes from a social political place, but that's all I wanted. And that's what I wanted to grow towards. But it seems like every time I turn around, I have to get sidelined by some bitch ass shit like this. Anyway, I suppose that's all I have to say on the matter. You guys now know the progression, the timeline, and the facts. They lied to my face. I did not share your docs with anyone. That's not what I do. That would be unethical. I would lose my investigation license. Motherfucker, maybe you should lose your fucking license then, because you was unethical as fucking hell. There's a special place in hell for people who just flat out lie to your fucking face. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't stream when I'm upset. I don't know. I don't even know what I've been saying now. I don't know all the insults. I'll probably go back and watch them. Yeah, Maybe I should pull the reins back a little bit. Now they're going to come out and say that I'm being a meanie head, trying to start some shit. I ain't starting shit. They started shit. I'm ending it tonight. You think there's going to be more streams about this shit later? The hell no. You think I'm going to answer their questions? You think I'm going to get their fucking DMs, or they're going to at me on Twitter, or they're going to try to invite me on a stream and explain themselves? Hell no. You had your chance to come clean when I asked you. What's funny is if they had left me out of it, I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have sought out proof. If they hadn't have brought me up in that stream they did and said, you know, these lies that Magog agrees with us. Look, he's saying it. Magog, oh, we're exonerated because Magog, you know. They hadn't have done that. You know what I'd be doing right now? Drinking cold medicine and jerking it. That's what I'd be doing. Anyway. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's check the chat. I know a lot's been happening in the chat, and I know that I can't catch it all, but dude, everything you do is to make your fans feel good. Get this shit off your chest. We're here for you 100%. Thanks, Real Every Day. Appreciate it. Fam Candy says TMI, OMG, cough syrup and jerking it. How else do you do it? Antifa Hotline, what's up? I got your message earlier and I read it. We'll talk. Principles, yes. Thank you. I try. Like I said, I'm prone to mistakes too. If I ever make a mistake and people call me on it, I'll go back and find out where I fucked up, and I'll admit it. Nobody's asking. Principles don't mean you have to be perfect. There's no such thing. I fuck up. I say some shit I don't mean, or I was misinformed on something. It happened the other day on Twitter. You know, I included Razor Fist in a tweet about all the people not showing up to Kilroy, and he tweeted back and was like, no, I'm still going. I'm going to hang out with fans and shit. So I instantly tweeted out, I apologize. I was misinformed. I automatically assumed he wasn't going because he was dropped off the guest list on the main site. And for that, I'm sorry. I jumped the gun on that. And I admitted it. And that seemed to be the end of it. How easy is it to just own your shit? Now, you shouldn't do it because it's easy. Because sometimes it's not. It hurts your pride. You shouldn't own your shit. You shouldn't apologize and take responsibility just because it's easy. It's not easy. What I meant by easy is how much, I guess you could say, like how more liberating it is to go ahead and just not lie. You know, because once you lie, you have to keep up with the lie. In order to cover for that lie, you got to tell another lie. And then you start forgetting all the lies, and then people catch you in a fucking trap. When you tell the truth, you ain't got to remember it because it's the truth. Razor Fist is good too. Yeah, he is. I haven't personally talked to him one-on-one, but, you know, I like his stuff. Breathe deep and know that you have support from across YouTube. YouTube Saints Discord checking in. You got a friend in us. Appreciate that, Dragon X. 1981. Hey, dude, I'm free to come chat with you if you want to chill out and calm down with some more fun conversation. I appreciate that, but I don't know if we'll do that or not. I don't even know how long I've been going. I didn't intend to even have this go forever. It takes so much more energy to lie than to just be honest and own your shit, even your mistakes. Yeah, Akira, you're right. Hope I said your name right. Akira. Ha, with an H. Magog is one hell of a wizard, but Jeremy is one hell of a man. Thanks, Wasatch Jackalope. So anyway, I suppose I could take this little bit of time to update you on some things that I want to do for the channel, and to also bring up a few concerns. Hi, Viper. Wait, sorry, I forgot. Let me check Streamlabs and see if there's anything. I do appreciate everybody's support. Bing, 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 ding, refreshing. Yep. Casey Freeman gave me $20, but didn't say anything. But thank you, Casey. Appreciate it, man. Chambers is in the chat. No, I'm just covering everything that you gave me and the timeline of what happened, and that was that. So yeah, you missed my rant. You missed my anger. Just a little flash of it. So I guess I'll take this last little bit of time to talk to you guys about the future of the channel a little bit. Now, right now, everything I said was true. I want to grow this thing, and I want to take Magog in a new direction. I was thinking something like a show, a proper show. Plus, I want to do even more projects, you know. Hear Ye News, I think, needs to come back. You know, there's all kinds of stuff. Well, running into a little problem. One, I have to move. I have to buy a place. And searching for a type of place that I like, that has all the amenities that I need, is tougher than you might think. I have found a couple properties I'm interested in. I have enough land for me to build what I want to build, which is a big studio and possibly an outdoor set of some sort, like a fucking medieval village or something, to film a proper show in. Lephart, my man, what's going on? When life gives you lemons, take those lemons and throw them right back in life's fucking face. Lephart's one of my first two. I remember him dropping by and giving me some Patreon money when I was just a tiny wizard on YouTube. Love that dude. I see Count Dibula in the chat. What's up, buddy? Beard burying. So anyway, yeah, I want to do more projects with Magog, but I'm running into a little problem. And I wouldn't say it's a little problem, it's a big problem. Here's the big problem. And I don't know how far this will go out there in social media, but I might as well admit it now. I start school next week. It is my last semester of full-time school. Because after that, my GI Bill is done. Any school I have to do after that, I'm paying for myself. So I'm going to scale it back to like one class semester so I have more time to dedicate to this job. But here's the thing. Back when I first started Magog, I had 3 jobs and I went to school full-time. The GI Bill pays me to go to school, so I had money coming in, plus my work, my cleaning job, my janitorial work. Cleaning apartments, cleaning a couple businesses in town. Decent work. But as my YouTube channel grew and I started making money on Patreon, I was able to replace my cleaning work with doing Magog. But I still needed the money from the GI Bill. Because as much as I appreciate every single one of my patrons and donators on live streams and stuff like that, it was barely enough money to get by itself through the summer when I wasn't using the GI Bill. So that extra money coming in for the GI Bill has been really helpful in maintaining my life here. Paying my rent, paying my bills. You can't live off of $1,000 a month. I don't think there's any place in the United States you can live off that little amount. Even here in Arkansas, where the cost of living is a lot lower. Now here's the conundrum. As much as I want to grow this thing and do new shows and buy a piece of property and expand the content, expand the set, really build like a proper studio with green screens and break down walls, you know, and stuff like that so I can have different indoor and outdoor sets, I run into a money issue. And here's the reality. When the GI Bill goes away, if I'm not making enough money off this YouTube channel, I've got to find a job. Which means nobody's going to get that expanded content. Nobody's going to get more content every week. Nobody's going to have more Magog. It's just the way it is. So in the next 16 weeks, if things don't really work out, there's going to be no growth for this channel. There's not going to be any new shows. Because I'm going to have to go get a damn job to replace the GI Bill money. Because let's face it, that's $1,300 a month right there. They pay me to go to school. But once the GI Bill is up, the GI Bill is up. I'm not going to have that money anymore. And without that money, I can't live off of what's just coming in from Patreon and the occasional t-shirt sale. Now, don't get me wrong, when I live stream, I get some super chat donations, but because I'm a businessman and an honest to God, good person that likes to share the wealth, I pay my co-hosts, Beardberry and Vamp, when we do side quest, Medusa when I do Magog and Medusa. So splitting that with them, yeah, maybe I'll make an extra $200 a month off super chats. Still not enough. I can't get a loan to buy property with that little of a monthly pay. And once school is done, this channel, in 16 weeks, this channel will either live and grow or it'll die. And Magog's going bye-bye. That's just reality. So 16 weeks, we'll see what happens. And that's really the ultimate obstacle. But I do want to thank every single one of my patrons who've supported me this past year, who've given me enough money that I have $1,000 a month coming from Patreon to really help expand the show, buy better equipment, be able to do these live streams, be able to do the artwork, and still go to school and replace my jobs, replace cleaning toilets with doing this wonderful thing that I absolutely love doing, being creative, writing, doing art, trying new things, breaking the boundaries of what I thought was possible in my own life, because I've honestly just worked with my hands every day of my life since I was 15 years old. I've always just had a job. I've always just been a grunt. There's nothing wrong with that. I've made honest living ever since I was 15 years old, and I'll go back to it if I have to. I got no quarrels working. I'll go down to Walmart if I have to and get a job. But there's no way I can work a regular job and do this. Not a regular job. And I can't go back to my cleaning contracts. I've already given them up. New people have moved in, taken those contracts. I'd have to start from scratch again with the cleaning contracts. I took a risk giving up my cleaning contracts to do this. But now school's ending. This ain't enough. I thought it would be by the end of the year. I really did, because I knew the GI Bill was ending this year. I'm down to my last 4 months of the GI Bill. And, I've been in school for 3 years. They only give you 4 years for the GI Bill. I've been with the GI Bill 3.5 years now. 3.5, because I've taken some summer courses and that used up a few months. So yeah, that's it. And like I said, this is not, and I also don't want y'all to misunderstand this. I'm not begging for money. I'm not hand out. Oh my God, I'm not threatening you guys. I'm not threatening to take Magog away if I don't make money. I'm not begging for money or anything like that. It's just the reality. At the end of this 16-week semester, if I'm not making enough money on YouTube, I have to get a job, period. That's just the truth. And if it's the type of job I'll probably end up getting here in Arkansas, it's going to be long hours, and it's just going to be impossible to do this channel. Will it completely go away? Maybe not. I might be able to do like one episode a week or one episode every couple weeks, just bring y'all some funny now and again, but it'll mostly just be a hobby, and I'll probably, my patrons will drop off. I'll make less money and stuff, and I sure shit ain't making any money off of ads. I don't think anybody is. So that's just it. That's just the truth. And if it is my last run, if this doesn't grow and I don't get the support that I need to at least make, I think I need a bare minimum of like $1,500 a month to just, like pay all my bills and have gas money and everything, so that anything extra coming in, like super chat money or t-shirt sales, can be my spending money. It'd be hard to grow with that, but I could at least maintain my life, and I could just do this full time. But that's it. Yeah. If it doesn't at least get a bare minimum of $1,500 on Patreon and stuff by the end of this semester, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Magog. Now, that doesn't mean I'll just disappear altogether off social media. I'll still hop on streams now and again, talk with people, hop on the Kumite now and again, say hi. But there's no way I can live my life off of what I'm making now. So when the GI Bill's gone, we'll know. Come early August, I'll know. So It feels good to talk about that because it's hard to do it in character. I didn't know how to do a video announcing to everybody that Magog's magic is running out or something. Like, people wouldn't understand. And I know not everybody's going to watch this stream either because it's on the live stream channel. It's not on the main channel. So it's not, the bulk of my regular audience is not going to see this. But those that are dedicated to watching me and watching what I do and wanting to see it grow, and all the wonderful people I've networked with and made friends with, the ones watching now and sub to this channel are going to really appreciate just having the truth told to them right up front, because I'd hate for it to get to August and suddenly I'm gone without any explanation. So, now, don't get me wrong, I'm also going to try my damnedest not to make that happen. I'm going to keep doing shows. I'm going to keep doing content when I can. Maybe start a new live stream channel with just me, Jeremy. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But you guys deserve to know that this year's either going to be grow or die. Boy, this is depressing ass stream, isn't it, fellas? Oh, man. I don't mean to bum everybody out, but there's also a reason why, things have been a little stressful for me. Because sometimes I spend 16 hours doing a video just to release one video a week, with all the CGI and the green screen effects and the script writing and the performances, because I want it to be good. So I want Magog to say the line the right way and perform it the right way. And then I do my midnight Druries, and you've got to, but it's just a reality, especially these days where you can't make any money off ads like in the old days. I wish it was the old days of YouTube. I hear some of the vets. I talk to Monday Matt all the time about that, how back in the day, life was good. 2014 YouTube, that was a good year. That was a good year. I thought about making a really nice fine wine called 2014 YouTube, because that's a good year. Baelish the Bard. Hey, buddy. Cult of the Lich is in the chat. So let's end on a high note. On the flip side, if I do grow, y'all are going to see some great shit. We're going to do cartoons. We're going to do a sitcom. We're going to build sets. Hell, if I had it my way and I make enough money, I'll build a goddamn castle. I don't give a shit. I will build a fucking castle and live in that motherfucker and film every day. And y'all can come out and visit. I'll invite all my Patreons out. We'll have a big-ass Patreon Morscar party at my castle. JJ says, can I give a one-time donation? Yes, of course. I don't have my Patreon pay link. I forgot about that. I have a pay me link for not Patreon, for PayPal. But if you make a payment to magogwizard@gmail.com, that's my PayPal. It's the same as the YouTube email. It's not hard to find me on, on that Gmail. So Magog Wizard, all lowercase, magogwizard@gmail.com is my PayPal. So, Hey Dude says, my brother's coming out with his show also. Yeah, can't wait for that. I can't wait to see what you guys bring. I know I was supposed to talk to you guys. I'm sorry that I got sick. And I know you guys kind of fell behind with some family stuff, so you couldn't get the script together. But we'll talk soon, But definitely don't just wait for me. Don't wait for me, man. Get that content out there. Let me see it. I want to see it. Oh, excuse me. Lepart, raising a glass, hoping I can be a part of that better future Necro Bro. Oh, I like that, Necro Bro. I'm taking that. I'm going to do Necro Bro t-shirts just because Lepart. I'm going to put Lepart's name on it too, right there. You know what Lepart says? He says, "Sub Necro Bro." I like it. Will there be a snake pit at MagogCon? Yes. Magog, you've hit the bottom and dealt with the parasites down here. All you have to do is pull up from there and leave those shits behind. Thank you. You know, when I first came across your channel, it scared me. You look and sound like me. I thought I'd been doing YouTube videos in my sleep. Frost King. Well, sorry, man. Sorry, I rolled with your you know, no person, any representation of actual persons, places, or events are strictly coincidental in the Magog show. Will Medusa be in the snake pit? She's the queen of the snake pit. She loves snakes, you know, all kinds of snakes. So anyway, yeah, I've got a little time. If you guys, do you guys want me to end the stream, or do you want me to maybe just invite a person on or something and continue talking? Or what do you guys want? It's what is it, Tuesday night? Tuesday something. I mean, I can go for another hour if you guys want. Believe in yourself and don't let the bastards grind you down. Let me see my donations here for, let me check my Streamlabs and make sure there's nothing coming in. See if there's any contents. Oh, there's a third one. There we go. Freedom. Respect, bro. A man of his word. And R has a 7 instead of an R. So it's WO7D. I like that. Thanks, Freedom. Thank you for the $5. Oh, I saw some orange boxes. Let's see. Sorry, not sorry. Your Twitter notifications are going to be flooded with bromance, says the Beard Barian. Thanks, Beardy. You want to come on, Beardy? I ain't talked to you in a good minute. And I think it'd be interesting because we haven't done side quests or anything. It's been so long since the people have heard me and Beardy talk. What made you choose to have Poe sing Walking in the Air? Colleen asks. Well, Colleen, to be honest with you, it's probably in my top 5 holiday songs. I just love that song. It's from The Snowman, the cartoon. I grew up watching it. And it's just a pleasant, kind of haunting sounding pleasant, though. Kind of a pleasant sounding dirge, you know? It's a little haunting. You know, you hear it and you can either interpret it as The Snowman, which is this pleasant movie about a snowman come to life, you know, and spending time with a kid. But it could also be like a fucking dead soul. Like if you use your dark imagination, Walking in the Air could be some fucked up shit. It could be like a witch on a broomstick, you know, trying to like coax the children out of the house so she could eat them. Or like a dead soul that has like left its body and it's like, I'm walking in the air, you know. I don't know. But it also sounded good with the Poe voice because he has those stretched vowels, kind of like a gangster from the 1930s. Yeah, see? Yeah, you know? You do what I say, see? I won't slap you, see? And so it just sounded right when you're, it's walking in the air. We're melting in the moonlit sky. It just sounded right, you know? Yeah, I'll send Beardy a link, and then maybe he can help me out by sending other people links or something. Let me copy that there. Copy link address and send it to the Beard Barian. Pasted. There we go. Yep, I'm getting some notifications now on my Twitters. Thank you all for your support. Everybody watching, I just appreciate you. I know that I came on here and kind of vented. Most of it was about the Zeph docs thing. You know, but yeah, that's outside of that, updating you guys on the channel. I mean, I definitely have new plans too. And one of the things to look forward to is I'm going to be doing more lore videos, but they take artwork because I'm going to draw out everything. So it'll play out like a kind of like the channel trailer I did with all different artwork and stuff. Cause I have to be able to tell the story about, you know, how the world came to be and the gods and how the day gods and the night gods came to be at war with each other. And all the way up through the history to the rise of the Elven Empire, and then the fall of the Elven Empire and the rise of the human kingdoms, you know, and stuff like that. I mean, there's so many interesting tales from this world. So definitely look forward to outside of just your average content of like funny comedy response videos or just funny videos. I want to try new formats where Magog's literally just talking about something like he wants to make a point. He's not necessarily responding to anybody, so it'll just be the camera on Magog for a little while. Some new things are in the works, but definitely look forward to the occasional lore video. I don't want them to be, they're not going to be weekly. They might not even be monthly because of the amount of artwork I have to do, but they're going to be good when I get them together because they're going to have music to them and sound effects, and they're going to show the images, and Magog's going to be narrating the story. It's going to be kind of exciting. It's going to be fun. Let's see. Hey, dude, me before Chambers of my heart. LOL. Akira, you have to vent. Necromancer shouldn't store too much negative energy inside. It's bad for the natural balance of life and death. That is very true, Akira. It's very true. Venting Jaffa cake equals Jaffa cake report. I have no idea what that means, Saki. But I've sent Beer Barry in the link. I hope it's working. I don't know if he hasn't popped in yet. I don't know if he has got it set up or whatever, but yep. But yeah, thank you all. Check Streamlabs again. We'll wait for Beardy to show up. If there's anything else, just type it in the chat. Anything you guys want to know or want me to talk about. I've got a 4 here. Toxoplasma gondii gives $100. Thank you. Oh, you didn't have to do that, girl. Go Necro Bro. That's going to become a fucking thing. Thanks, Lephart. Everybody should thank Lephart for Necro Bro. Call me Oz is in the chat. Get back in the fucking dungeon. Chambers, once again, I would like to thank Chambers for being honest with me and sharing what she learned from Zeph and giving me the proof I needed to finally go public and call him a piece of shit liar. I didn't plan on doing it. I wanted to let it all go, but they kept on bringing me into it. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. So thank you, Chambers. And I have the screenshots too. I have the screenshots, so I know what she told me was the truth because she straight up showed me everything. So it's not like I was just taking her word for it. I needed proof. I had enough proof in my mind to doubt what Zeph and Liz said to me. And a wild bearbarian appears. Can't hear him, though.
Yes. Oh, my God. Fuck.
There you are, buddy. We hear you.
Internets are having challenges. Holy shit.
Yep. So what do you think of So what do you think about Necro Bro? It's pretty cool, right? Necro Bro.
What, Necro Bro?
Yeah.
Necro Bro.
What's up, my Necro Bro?
Necro Bro.
Need a really big warlock collar to pop while you're saying that, like
right, like a Fawn's leather jacket with the hood underneath it. I have the hood on. I'm like, hey, Necro Bro. Are you on TeePublic?
Exactly.
Bryson Wester asks if I'm on TeePublic. Not yet. I'll probably start a TeePublic because I've heard a lot of bad things about Teespring. I've had some fans say that their coffee mug coming broken and stuff like that. I personally haven't had any problems with them not paying me because I've heard some people say that, but I think it's enough that I'll go ahead and switch to TeePublic. You just got to give me some time on that because I've got to go over there and recreate all the t-shirts and everything using the artwork, and I just haven't gone around to getting that done. My throat still looks scratchy from having a cold. I think I'm well over it now. I'm still coughing now and again or whatever. It probably doesn't help that I still smoke, but whatever. You and Bearbarian have a necro bromance, says JJ.
Necro bromance.
Necro.
Undead boners.
Undead. Well, good to talk to you again, man. It's been a while. I know you've had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Yeah. The main challenge has just been the internet connection thing, and that's going to be fixed pretty soon. So that's okay.
Right. Need a handle FFS says, how much would you hate me, Magog, if I tweet to people like Andy Worski and Bering about hashtag save Magog? You do what you do, man. Do what you do. Most of them I'm kind of friends with anyway, and they kind of semi know my situation anyway. But yeah, go ahead and tweet it out. Do what you got to do. I've never had any qualms about anybody doing anything, really, unless you're fucking doxing people and being a lying piece of shit. Outside of that, you tweet what you want, retweet my videos, retweet whatever you want, I try to support everybody.
That's because you're a reasonably good dude. That's part and parcel of being a genuinely awesome human being, but everyone gets their chance, and once that line is crossed, that's the fucking end of it. They really, man, they fucked up with their choices on this one.
Right.
I've been kept in neutrality for a very long time here, and I've been making a lot of metaphors and to the slaughter of jesters, and how the spilling of innocent blood has now set the tone for exactly what is going to come.
Well, I'm excited. I'm sad that we had to put our collab on hold, but we'll definitely get around to it once you move and everything.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm building. I've got a full studio room. It's the dream. I'm so excited. Oh my God.
I'm going to share this publicly because this has been on my mind, and because you're moving, maybe you'll have something to say about this. Mm-hmm. I'm using my VA loan because that's one of my benefits. And I've been pre-approved for a certain amount, so I started looking for properties. Now, I'm not fully pre-approved. I still have to submit my tax returns and all that until they tell me exactly how much money, but I'm within a range, so I knew about what range of price to look in, And I found, in my opinion, the perfect property for what I want to do. Mm-hmm. It's 20 acres.
Ooh.
Some of it cleared, some of it wooded, has a big ass pond on the back of it. It's got a 3-bedroom, 2-bed house that's been a little remodeled on the inside. New kitchen cabinets, new floors, new carpet, new paint, good wiring. And it's already got a 30 by 30 shop with electricity and plumbing. That would be a perfect starting studio for indoor filming.
Yeah, would. Absolutely.
They want $120,000 for it. Mm-hmm. And for it literally checks my list of everything I want, except for one thing. Get to the bottom of that list. There's one thing preventing me from buying this property.
What's that?
It is just outside of internet service range for the area.
Oh, shit.
No goddamn internet down that road. You go to the next road over, they got full fucking internet. Next road this way, nothing. Ain't that some shit?
God damn it.
No high-speed internet out there. I'd have to get like some satellite bullshit. You know how satellite...
that's not going to fucking happen.
No, I wouldn't be able to do live streams of satellite internet. It's not fast enough,
Yeah.
And it's expensive. I looked at HughesNet, and they were like, oh, yeah, we offer satellite internet in that area. You can get satellite internet, $150 for unlimited data plan, 50 megabytes a second download, 3 megabytes a second upload.
That's better than what I got now.
But you can't stream with that. You can't stream 1080p. I wouldn't be able to do side quests with 3 megabytes a second upload.
Dude, I'm running 1.3 on a good day.
Which is also why you freeze a lot on the live stream.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. I can't wait to move. I swear the kids fucking hit the router with a goddamn hammer or something. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with it. I started peeking around at what this town is capable of doing and what their package is supposed to be doing. Something's fucked up physically with the goddamn thing.
Oh, that sucks, bro. That sucks.
But that's okay. Good things in store.
Right.
Including, I'm going to do some fun things that I think you're going to like. I'm injecting a lot of fucking lore into the first dozen episodes that are launching through the course of February and March, and that's going to be drawn in a lot more to the Beardy lore and the whole shit with the Jinn.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. I'm going to get more into getting the history of Volgoth out there and the religions and more and all that shit. So I mean,
well, you'll need my help on that.
Exactly. I'm there. Even if you're stuck not being able to do as much because things slow down on your end and you got to take more work, I'm still going to keep you active. We're still going to keep this alive. So there's a silver lining. No matter what, we got this shit covered.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to be as optimistic as I can. I'm very grumpy about this shit, to put it politely. But silver linings, my immediate thoughts are, how can I fucking solve this? Okay, how can I keep this alive no matter what? If worse comes to fucking worse, what can I fucking do? We will get every bit of story out there that we can and create a carryover until you're able to do another episode. We'll make it fucking. I don't care how much it takes. We're gonna fucking do it.
Hell yeah, bro. And a wild Matt Jarbo appears.
Yeah.
What up?
Hey, Matt.
Are you in your fucking car?
Am I under the Mundane Matt account or another account?
Mundane Matt.
Okay, I don't fucking Google Hangout, dude. I have no idea. It's an app on my phone.
No, I call you by your proper name because I know you're trying to.
No, I had to go back to that.
Really?
So,
I should just call you Mundane Matt now.
No, Matt's fine. Matt is perfectly acceptable, Magog. It's fine. Right. The mundane part that I cringe at. People are like, "Hey, Mundane Matt." I'm like, fuck, I'm the only one here. Just say my name.
Well, you know, when I'm out of character, you could call me Jeremy. I've already introduced myself because of the whole doxing situation.
Oh fuck, dude, your name's. I had no idea. Yep. So I'm not calling you that though. I just want you to.
You're never gonna call me that. I'm just Magog.
I don't even know Beard's name. I'm just gonna call him Beard or Barian or one of the two.
Everybody calls him Beardy.
Yeah,
Beardy is short.
Doesn't matter. Like there's people.
Beardy, yeah, Beardy works, man.
Yeah, Beardy.
So I got to get my fucking enhanced driver's license to get my ass up to his neck of the woods, literally, because I'm not that far away. Like I can take a ferry out of either one of the ports on the top part of the peninsula.
Port Angeles goes straight to Victoria, and then it's a 2-hour drive to my fucking doorstep on top of a mountain.
That's cool, great. Man.
We will.
Yeah, I want to do that
for the ages and much campfires and booze.
Yeah, I want to head up there. I was in Victoria for like 3 hours last year, or almost 2 years ago on a cruise.
I hate that place. God damn it.
So, I mean, there was a couple of YouTubers I actually met up with. I had a stopover on my cruise for like 3 hours. We had to hit one international port, so we went to Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and so a couple of YouTubers in here were like, "Hey, meet us at Starbucks." I'm like, "Really? I'm in Canada. Is there a Timmy's? Is there a fucking Timmy's?"
Not in fucking Victoria. They only allowed Tim Hortons downtown for the first fucking time. Was it 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, and they put it on the outskirts? It's because they wanted to keep them out of downtown. This was a city legislation thing, so they could make downtown look more American for American tourists.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It
felt very downtown like any American city. Yeah.
I have a lot of problems with how that city was run. Very clearly, I left there like a battered hell.
Pretty, very pretty. I have family who lives there too. So,
hey guys, like something about Arkansas is cool too. I just want to be part of the conversation.
Listen. If you want to get your 20-acre plot of land and like build your studio, then that and like I think Boogie are like the three cool things in Arkansas. Otherwise, no. The only thing that Arkansas is going to be known for in the future is probably the birthplace of the white ethno state. That's really about it. So that's going to be about it.
No. I'm sorry. I have to disagree with you. Arkansas is not that bad. That's like Mississippi or Georgia or something.
Okay, fine. Alabama.
Alabama. Hell, that shit happened in Charlotte. Was Charlottesville, North Carolina? That was North Carolina. That's Carolina's motherfucker. That ain't us.
Charlottesville was Virginia.
Was it Virginia? What happened in North Carolina then? What was the thing that happened in North Carolina?
What was North Carolina? South Carolina
was statues. North Carolina was the Confederate.
Yeah, no. I know South Carolina was the Dylan Roof shooting.
Yeah, that's South Carolina.
North Carolina. I mean, no one gives a fuck about North Carolina.
Yeah. I think I know something happened in North Carolina. I think it was the Confederate statues. Was it where they pulled the bronze one down and it like bent, and then they were like stomping on it? You know, was that North Carolina? I can't remember because it's all retarded to me.
It's there's been a lot of outrage that's happened this year or last year. Right. Who knows anymore, man?
I got another donation in Streamlabs, name redacted, so it gives me $5. Doesn't say anything, but thank you. Name redacted. I don't know if that's actually their name or they had their name redacted.
See, if I would go get my name legally changed to name redacted. That would just be funny. Go to the doctor's office. Redacted name.
Last name. First name redacted.
It's part of my religion. We're infinity or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Arkansas's always got a permanent stain on its name because it's where the Clintons are from. Well,
man. Other parts of the country that's looked at as a good thing. So.
Well, like I said, it's not even.
Yeah, I guess it depends on who you ask.
You know, it's
I live in the Pacific Northwest here. Okay, it's as blue as the ocean here, essentially. So,
are you busy next Tuesday at 4 p.m.? Asked Brockus. Yes, I'm in school. Next Tuesday is literally my first day of school, and I'm at school until 4 in the afternoon.
Oh shit.
Yep. So, and then it takes me a good hour to drive back because my school's all the way down in Little Rock. I live a good 45 minutes an hour away.
Sick by then.
I already feel better today. I mean, my
Good,
voice is still just scratchy. I'm going to hopefully get a video done tomorrow. So I was going to try to do one tonight, but then all this shit happened, and I was like, I don't know, Matt, if you caught the beginning, but
I was just like thumbing through YouTube, listening something to listen to while I was driving around, and because I'm in a Walmart parking lot right now.
I can see.
Yeah, this is how I roll now. No, I didn't know. No, what happened? Like something doxing.
Yeah, Zeph, the short version of it is Zeph sent me my docs months ago and was like, oh, dude, here's your security weaknesses. Just being a friend. And then all the shit happened, and I tried to stay out of it. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I even when I got on a stream, I said I had no evidence that Zeph doxed me because I have seen some funny stuff happening on my public profiles, and I had to set them to private and change my pictures and everything. But I still had that could have been a coincidence. So I still never came out and accused Zeph.
Yeah.
And then they used those clips from a live stream in Zeph and Liz recently to say, look, Magog sides with us. He doesn't believe we doxed him.
Jesus.
Just keeps dragging my name into it. So finally I was like, does anybody have any proof that Zeph shared this with anybody? Because I have two DMs from both Liz and Zeph saying, we never shared your docs with anyone. So Chambers of My Heart comes up and goes, here's a screenshot of Zeph showing, here's what Zeph showed me, and here's your name, and here's your address, and it was right. It was the exact docs that he sent me personally.
Wow.
So the fact that they told Chambers and then lied to my fucking face and said that they didn't show anybody proves to me that they're lying pieces of shit, and that's all I had to say about it.
Is that where we are now? I get it. That's fucked up. I mean, like, I got doxxed through a blackmail attempt. So, so I just decided
this is the line we've crossed now.
This is I got doxxed at the end of 2015. The blackmail attempt was to turn on Review Tech USA. Right. And I'm buds with Rich. I had no reason to do anything negative or whatever. And they sent me it wasn't like my name and my address, but they had my name and my Facebook information and a bunch of other shit. And so I said, just fuck it. I'm just going to fucking out myself then, because fuck them. But yeah, no, I don't know why we're in this whole thing now. We're like getting everyone's info is like what we need to do. It's just
weaponized, personalized information is a fucking pointless game.
Now, see, I will say sometimes though I can understand like why. So back in like 2013, some asshole actually just east of Seattle found it. Like him and I were going back and forth on Twitter. He's a total SJW, right? Total piece of shit. Huge piece of shit. Somehow found out who I was and was like kind of threatening to like release the info. I'm not too sure how he found out, to be honest with you. I'd like locked everything down, but somehow he found it. And so I did the exact same thing back to him. I'm like, all right, who is this motherfucker? So I started digging into his ass and like, cause I was mad. So I was like digging in. I found his home address, his wife's name, his kid's name, where they went to school, everything. And I sat there and I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? This is the stupidest shit. I'm no better than him. And I just stopped doing it and I walked away. Well,
at least you admitted that live on this show that you, back in the day, you got wrapped up in the internet war and then decided to back out of it. Decided to get the fuck out of it.
Yeah, it's not hard to get wrapped up in it because you get mad. And when emotion plays into this shit, it takes over. And so, yeah, not my proudest moment. I never did anything with the info. I couldn't even tell you anything right now. It's been so long. It's been almost 5 years.
Huh? Deleted it. Yes.
Yeah, no, yeah, totally. I just like, the thing is the guy didn't protect any information though. Like the dude, that's the thing too. I like to remind everybody is if you do this, lock your shit the fuck down. Lock it down. Lock down your Facebook, lock down your Twitter, change your email address to something that's not connected to you. Keep your shit separate, and then no one can find you.
Right, and I'm just making sure that's clear because I don't want people watching this stream and then suddenly on Twitter going, Matt just admitted to doxing somebody.
I deleted the info.
That was a long time ago, and he was like, wait, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, so he's teaching a lesson here, not a, we're not.
The guy found my info first.
That's still not. Yeah, that's still not a reason, right?
I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it was like, oh, you want to play?
Right.
It was dumb shit, man.
Yeah,
and that's the thing is like
stupidity shit, especially when you're new to the internet.
Yeah,
2013. I mean, God, you were still using what?
Makes the difference.
The old skull back in 2013.
Yeah, 2013. Actually, that guy is the reason why I moved over from the old South Park avatar to the blue skull that I found. That guy's actually the reason. I got so fucking mad. I was like, fuck it. Anger map mode, skull mode engaged, sort of thing. And just kind of stuck with it.
Right. So, sorry, Beardy, what did you say?
I can't remember. I'm really frustrated about this shit. Yeah. Something about caliber of people. I don't know. I'm spouting nonsense.
Matt, Beardy is high. Beardy is high as fuck right now.
I can't get high. I can't get high, so that's okay.
Yeah, you have a kid now. You have to be responsible and shit.
That's the key reason. I'm not drinking and I'm not smoking anything. Like if I go out of town or something, like that's a different story when she's not around. But like if I had to watch her, I'm nothing. I'm not even gonna fucking touch nothing. I don't want to be irresponsible. Not that I think smoking or drinking is irresponsible. I think everything's fine in moderation. But she's like 5 weeks old, so the last thing
you've got a midget, you need to pay attention to it. That's just how it goes.
She's more important than anything else.
Responsible dad is more important. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't you don't even got to explain it, dude. Dad mode activate. Yeah.
Yeah, like
full support of that shit.
But the reason I sent you the link, Matt, not just because I like talking to you, you're a cool dude, is because if anybody knows how dangerous doxing can be, it's you, because you were swatted.
I was swatted, yeah.
And I know that Zeph came to me and was all like, here's your docs, but I'm just being a friend. Why the fuck you going after people's shit in the first place? Know what I'm saying?
Howard?
Yeah, like what?
We tried so hard to be optimistic with that when it happened.
Yeah, I hear
because we were talking when it happened, and it was fucking weird.
Yeah.
And we tried to be really jolly and forgiving about it and presume the best and just, okay, we'll just, all right, nod, let's just pretend this didn't happen and maybe move on here. No. Every fucking opportunity given for some sort of turnaround.
Yep.
Well, the whole purpose of this stream was to make it clear that I did not, like them using that old clip of me saying I had no proof that Zeph doxed me, so I'm not going to lay that at his feet, because I'm an ethical person. I'm not going to accuse somebody without evidence.
Yeah,
you have
that's got to stop. And that's the whole purpose of integrity. Right. The whole purpose of this stream is that's got to stop now. They better not ever use that old clip from a stream, because I'm making it clear right here, right now, they fucking lied to my face. They told me they didn't share it with anybody, and turns out they shared it with Chambers, and God knows who now. Because like once you tell somebody a lie like that, how you believe them?
No, you don't ever believe them again on that kind of shit. They got into some stuff, and clearly it all blew up, and here we are.
Yep. Now but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and do multiple streams about it. This is it. I've said my piece, and I presented the evidence, and that's it. Got another Streamlabs donation here from Toxoplaza Gandhi. I'm cutting you and Beardy in on the single sales. All of the digital downloads go to you, 25% each. It's only right for using your names and lore, and we want to save your ass because we like you. Well, thank you.
Oh shit!
She's making us heavy metal songs. Her and her husband.
Fuck yeah. She sent me a music track. I've actually been planning an episode around that song because I want to basically make it a music video once it's done.
Right. It's going to be
excited.
Fun. Yeah. And Steve Dave McDavidson gives $5, says, glad to see you back. Hope you had a good break. Sad that you got tangled up in all this. Wish more people moved over to making newer content like Saint Sidequest instead of muckraking drama commentary. This vexes me. Thank you, Steve. Yep. Just trying to. So.
Oh, man.
And, I know a lot of stuff happened with this, like we talked briefly on a stream. You invited me on, Matt, to one of your streams one night, and we talked briefly. I know there's a lot of sides to these stories, and there's apologies had to be made, and people fucked up, and people made terrible fucking mistakes. I've actually got no ill will towards anybody except for Zeph and Liz, because they lied to me. They found my docs, and they shared it with someone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Everybody else, y'all got y'all's thing, everybody's all, oh my God, Kilroy, oh my God, the Crown T thing. People have said their apologies. I've accepted their apologies. People fuck up. I'm moving on. I like people. I like the people I've networked with. I like the people I've become friends with. I don't want people to suddenly start hating me just because I still talk to you or Jeff or, whoever, Wizard of Cause. Because to me, it's a fucked up situation, but we can have forgiveness in our hearts for some things. Like apologies were made. People own their shit as far as I'm concerned. And that might be a controversial thing to say because some people aren't accepting of the apologies that have been made. And, but people have taken their licks. The only people still going are Zeph and Liz. Still putting lie on top of lie and still trying to build this thing. Fucking own your shit, and maybe people will leave you the fuck alone and eventually forgive you. Own your fucking shit.
Yeah, every time Liz messages me on Skype, it's always like, I'm going away. And then I'm like, okay. Like, I don't care. Like, do what you got to do. I don't talk to her, but she messages me and she'll say she's leaving. And then she ends up,
the fuck is that?
That might've been me.
Was that buzzing?
I'm on my phone.
Okay. There was like a,
I got like I get a news alert update. Trump's going to end something with Dreamers. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Notification. This is what happens when you do news coverage. It's like I have so many fucking notifications on my phone.
Right.
I'm like always looking at for shit to talk about.
Now I saw something earlier in the chat, and I know this is kind of off topic because I really don't want to harp on this. I'm still friends with some people. Maybe they hate each other, but it's not my job to make my friends get along.
I'm right there with you, man.
I've tried, I
get that.
I'm just going to be me. And if people want to talk to me, like I said, I mean, at the same time, I mean, it's all about how much you want to trust people too. I mean, obviously I'm not going to sit there and be like, I'm going to loan somebody money just because we're friends on the internet or something. But outside of that, I'm cool with you. Just don't fuck me. Don't lie to my face. Yep. Don't you goddamn lie to my face. That's all I ask.
I'm going to try to drag you into unnecessary drama.
Right. Fuck's sake, man. I'm just a wizard on YouTube, for fuck's sake.
Be a reasonable, respectful human being. It's really
yeah, but the problem with being a reasonable, respectful human being is it doesn't get you thousands of dollars in donations. So there's that.
The reasonable human being does not give a fuck about thousands of dollars in donations for being outside of that fucking behavior.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I could have taken that route and raised enough money maybe to actually do some drama streams, raise some good money, get a lot of views, get a lot of subscribers, and turn around and be like, I'm okay. But I just admitted on stream tonight. If I get to the end of this semester, and that could have saved my ass, but I don't care. Because I'm not going to put down my scruples just for money, but money is also still important to me. This is my job. I want to do this for a career. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not going to set aside my principles to do just to make money, and harp on the drama stuff. I'm not saying that's wrong for everybody. It's just wrong for me. It's not what I do. That's not my job. My job is not drama streams. My job is dressing like a fucking wizard madman and making fun of people. That's my job.
I get that.
I think giggles, not violence.
Yeah. I think the thing is there's a time and a place for internet blood sports, so to speak. There's a time and a place for everything. But when you start trying to seek out opponents in order to get a fix, that then can become a large problem.
I just want American Gladiators, where we can ship down every person with beef and make them go at it with giant Q-tip things on fucking platforms and run goddamn gauntlets of big burly men before they can beat each other.
Sure. Bring back Phaser, Laser, and Gazer, man. Just bring them back.
We can solve it all that way. No more bitch fights. Let's just throw a bunch of motherfuckers up against some real motherfuckers and let their bloody bodies mangle each other afterwards in the fucking middle.
That's our beardy.
Sounds like we're talking about a fucking blood orgy right there.
Fuck yeah. Let's bleed for the dark one.
Yeah.
Dark one's me, by the way.
Problem solved.
Suit Yourself is in the chat. What's up, Suit? I am feeling much better, so I'm going to be getting on to our thing here tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
But the past week and over the weekend, I've been sick and I lost my voice. And Suit knows that, but I'm working on a collab with him. So,
Yeah.
and he says, "You're not a real wizard." Sorry to disappoint, Suit.
Just look at him and go like, "Wait, you're not New Zealand? You're not a Kiwi?"
Right? But yeah, I've taken my stance, and a lot of people might see it as like passive aggressive, or or just like, I don't know, cowardly or whatever. But I don't.
Anybody who wants to misinterpret it is going to have to put some effort in.
Right. To me, it's just I really just want to do my thing. Only reason I did this stream tonight is because I keep getting dragged into it. These people keep fucking bringing up my name, going, "No, Magog's on our side." No, I'm not. Leave me the fuck out of it. Yeah,
Magog is allied with the lulz.
Well, the thing is, pretty much everybody's out for themselves. I think is the best way to describe it, because this is as much as of a community. This is ultimately our channels. Their successes or their failures are only our fault, or consequence of our own actions. And so ultimately, it becomes an issue. I think sometimes of people get caught up in it because they think like it's sustainable. So to give you a good idea, and I think Magog, you and I have talked about this before, is the fact that SJW content has effectively dried up. Yeah, it's that particular green pasture has been completely freaking decimated. By mid 2017, it was pretty much done, and so now it becomes this this migration phase. Where do people go that that kind of made their money, made their popularity off of that type of content? There's got to be another pastor. That pastor, in my opinion, now has kind of turned in on itself, and you've got a lot of people that are trying to you could say pop up some BS and stuff in order to get some fights going. And it's unfortunate to watch happen, because these are people that 6 months ago would have considered each other either acquaintances or friends in some respects, that were always friendly and cordial. And then it's like one misstep and, all of a sudden you're facing the Spanish Inquisition. So it becomes this really bad scenario. And I mean, I was talking with some people today, a decent channel size, like we're talking large, and they're just at the end of their rope in regards to what's going on and people that are coming after them. Right. And that's just kind of like where I think people are right now. I mean, it's one thing when you're making money and you're able to kind of go, yeah, it sucks, but at least I can pay my damn bills. Now you're struggling to make your damn bills and people are still giving you shit. So it just starts adding up this stress. And it's not difficult or not hard, I should say, to get yourself in a situation where you start kind of going up against other people or taking things a lot more personally. And it's a reason why I highly recommend, if you do YouTube, seek out therapy.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding, man. Like, I don't care if it's like a free fucking county program, right? Because they got a ton of those. You go in for an hour once a week. It's some random fresh off the boat fucking college kid trying to get their hours to open their own practice or whatever the fuck it is, or get certified, and you just talk for an hour. Like, just do that.
Just do it. Just do it.
Do it.
My therapy is just getting on. Sometimes it's just off-air hangouts, but just getting on with the friends that I actually do like, and just talking.
Yeah, that's good too. Because what we do is very isolated. It's very isolated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, either that or I'll go see real life friends. So you got to have a stable real life too, support system, stable support system in real life. I have great friends. I have great family. If I ever feel stressed or anything, I call my friends or I go out or something. Like I take a break and go and see a friend of mine that I haven't seen and put the fucking phone down.
Like, I can't put the phone down because I'm on it right now.
Yes, but.
It's not going to work out very well.
Be counterproductive, just a little.
Yeah. Very counterproductive, yeah.
Yeah, but counterproductive, and I like Magog and Morscar's stuff. It's fun. I follow Matt as he usually tackles issues from both sides of the coin. I don't hate anyone. Says Suit Yourself.
That's good.
Yep. That's him.
It requires a lot of energy.
Yes, it does.
A lot of wasteful energy.
I always, the only grievances I usually have are against people who did something to me personally. Now, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I'll come to the defense of some friends and stuff, but only to a certain extent, because we also have to accept the fact that we're all in different locations around the country, and we're on internet, and we're the internet personalities. There's only so much we can do to help.
Yep.
I'm not going to go beat somebody's ass for Matt just because they, like, what am I going to do? Like, you have to learn.
Like, if I had a problem with somebody in Arkansas, I figure.
Go get Boogie.
Turn him into a newt.
Like, how far are you from Georgia? Like, that's not bad, right? You can make that trip. It's better than for me. Shit.
Right.
But if you got beef with somebody in like the Northwest, dog, I got your back. Kneecap a motherfucker. Nancy Kerrigan the ass.
Fucking
down.
Kneecap a motherfucker. Heavy Vista says, at Mundane Matt, how about saying sorry to Magog and all the rest of us that served and defended your right to participate in the election system, which you made a mockery of? I don't even remember that. But
what did I think? I'm curious to know more information on that one.
I only read it because I feel that Matt does owe me an apology.
Oh, goddamn!
It's for what? For what? For dancing better than me.
Hey man, those were new shoes. That wasn't a dance. That was a reflex. I was fucking. Oh man, I was hurting that night too. Because once the alcohol wore off, I was bad.
Oh shit.
No, I am curious to know. Like, I made a mockery of the election. Like, it was me saying that the Electoral College is shit. I've been saying that forever.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: we live in America. A lot of people defend our right to do things. And there's a ton of people. It's not just Matt. There's a ton of people out there that think our election system is pretty fucked up. There's nothing wrong. We have freedom of speech. We defended freedom of speech. Yeah. I don't think Matt has any problem with me as a serviceman.
No, not at all. Why? Like, it's not for everyone. It's a career for many people. I have many friends in the military. As long as you're like, here's the thing: if you're over in Iraq throwing puppies off fucking cliffs, I got a problem. But if you're just doing your job, then because there's you see the videos and shit that come out of the real assholes that ruin it for everybody,
Well, yeah, there's always elements.
There's always assholes.
Yeah.
No, I got nothing against servicemen. I don't sit there, walk by someone, in the uniform and spit on them and call them a fucking baby killer. Jesus Christ.
Right. I mean, what the fuck? The whole point of serving your country in the military is to defend people who are going to burn the flag. Or talk about the election system or anything. See, that's the whole point. We as servicemen have to expect that. That's the whole point.
Well, I would look at the election process as being more like, I don't like our primary or caucus system. I think that's very odd that how that's designed, and that could be that should be reworked. Especially given the fact, let's say New York, for example, the cutoff point for registration is November, but sorry, I got another fucking buzz here on my phone. I don't know if you heard that. Right, but the cutoff point for registration is November, but the election isn't until March. So it's 5 months of not being able to sign up new voters. Right. And then people forget over the span of 5 months. And I think it's just that's a very odd system. That's more or less what I'm referring to, and everything else. So but if you're in the military, I don't give a shit. Good for you. I just,
you're doing
something I'm not. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to. It's like walking up to somebody and be like, "Oh, you're a lawyer. Good for you." What am I going to say? Yeah, there are bad lawyers. Good lawyers.
One of my best friends growing up was he was in Fallujah, right? And he's got two confirmed kills in Fallujah. And I know it fucked with him. But at the same time, during the election cycle last year, he got so worked up over this. I'm a Marine, or I was a Marine, and you need to respect me. You need to respect what I do. And I'm just but again, your point of your job is to protect you are protecting the country, defending the country, and allowing people to free speech. So if they disagree with the aspect of it, it's you can be mad at that, but to sit there and demand respect over that, I felt that was crossing the line for him. I get what he's coming from, but I said I don't agree with that. And he lost his shit at me over it. And I'm just I get what you've done, and no point am I discounting that. But you can't sit there and protect the Constitution, and then deny people the right to their to their free speech and shit.
Yeah. Their point of view. I mean, everybody has a point of view. I mean, I personally still get offended when somebody like fucking spits on the flag and calls fucking soldiers baby killers and stuff. But at the same time, I have to also accept that that's what's going to happen in a society that has free speech and free thought and free expression. That's what I defended.
No, exactly. I mean, trust me, I'm not a military person, but I feel the same way. It's like I don't like seeing the flag desecrated at all. I don't like seeing anyone be called a fucking baby killer. You know, I mean, it's just like, but people are going to have their opinions and whatnot. And, you know, there's a very fine line between free speech and defamation. But it's one that hasn't, I don't think in some cases been fully defined yet. But yeah, we end up just kind of, I don't know. It's hard sometimes with that, like what is appropriate, what isn't appropriate, but who are we to judge, really?
Right. And don't get me wrong. I just don't get me wrong. I still also, criticize ideologies that come up, but that's the whole point too, is if there's people out there like, somebody just asked about what I think about Antifa. JJ just asked. People already know what I think about Antifa. They're fucking cowards. But at the same time, they have the right to say what they're saying as long as it's not violent. And I have a right to fucking disagree with them. Yep. That's what I defended as a soldier. Well, as an airman. Kind of a soldier because I did convoys with the Army, but
No, totally. It's just one of those things where we have this real big there's an identity wrap up with, like you could almost argue that the way that people were being mad at the NFL players for kneeling during the anthem as being more of an ideology versus a free speech issue, right? Like because the way the fervent attack against that. Now, originally, like I criticized Colin Kaepernick for what he did. I still do because I feel like everyone's like, no, but it's the free speech. It's their it's their platform. I'm like, it's really not their platform though. They don't own the stadium. They don't own the team. They're literally there to do a job. That job is to get beat to shit in front of fucking 50,000 people who are all cheering each other to completion. You know what I mean? But
me and Mike might disagree on that, but I fucking love football.
See, yeah, we can have conversations about that later. My dad loves football. I trolled the fuck out of him the other day too. So, because he's a huge Seahawks fan, so he's all giving me shit about like the Chargers moving from San Diego to LA. But the Seahawks. I went to school and graduated with, or a year behind, Clinton McDonald, who played for the Seahawks the year they won the Super Bowl against the Broncos. Nice. So I know Clinton. Yeah, he's down Jacksonville now, but I got to sign football. Well, Clinton McDonald, he was the lineman that sacked Peyton the very first play of the game in the end zone and got a touchback. I didn't watch. I'm sorry. Yeah. I will watch the Super Bowl for commercials, but they all appear online like beforehand now.
Right.
So, or what I do if I turn into a sporting event is it will just like the fourth quarter or like the third quarter if it's hockey. Or, like whatever. I'll just tune into the last little bit. This is what's most fun for me.
It's like the gladiators of the modern age. I'm going to take a break here and check out not Super Chats, but Streamlabs. Jack T. Ripper, $10 from one Arkansan to another. Keep up the good work. Oh, and Beard Burying is such a great guy. Also, Steve Dave McDavidson again, $2. Thanks also to Beardy for being such a good guy.
He is a good guy.
He is such a good guy. That became a meme ever since because he did a video. I'm not a good guy. I'm a barbarian. I kill people. It's pretty funny. But we got about 10 minutes. I figured I've streamed for 2 hours and that should be good. So 10 minutes. What do what can we talk about in 10 minutes without getting into it too heated? Shit, I think I've covered everything from the future of my channel to what I want to try to buy as far as land and property in order to do what I want to do, and to all the stuff with Zeph and Liz, and that's I think I've summed everything up pretty good. At least I hope so. So what's new? I know a lot of people in the chat have been asking about Kilroy, but I don't think we got time to get into that tonight.
We could summarize if people have a couple quick questions on it, because like I don't think I can answer everything, but I could probably.
Well, most people are just wondering, are you still going?
Oh yeah, booked my flight today.
Okay, so yes, Matt's still going. He still has high hopes for the event. I might still go just to hang out with people. I know a lot of people dropped out, but there's still a lot of YouTubers that are going that I'd like to meet.
Yeah, it's if anything, it's just going to be a fucking, it's like, oh, hey, get your free speech conference on at the daytime, party it up at the nighttime sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Based Mama's going to try to fix all the problems and get somebody to help her out right the ship.
I know that I don't know if they've fully hired or if they are. I think they're going to be working with an event coordination team.
Well, that's good. To right the ship, get it back on track.
To right the ship and everything else. And I will say this, I did mention this in my stream the other day. I want to give you guys 3 examples right quick as to why Kilroy is necessary. I know there's problems with it, absolutely, and there's been fuck-ups, but I want to give you 3 specific instances of why we need something like this to happen, regardless of the bullshit leading up to it or not. One is Count Dankula. His trial's been pushed back to March. He's facing up to a year in prison, if not up to 5 years. Well, no, I think up to a year maximum for teaching a dog how to fucking Sieg Heil, right? To do Nazi salute as a prank to his girlfriend. That's a free speech violation right there. They're literally persecuting him over a damn joke, and they're trying to give him a harsher sentence than he doesn't even need. You've got the state of California that's currently going after a gentleman. They're charging him with basically harassment. For posting 5 negative comments on an Islamic Center's Facebook page. Even though those 5 comments at no point called for violence, no point called for anything else, other than just, I think he called them like Muslims, like the de-evolution of humanity or whatever the hell it is, which is not a comment I agree with, but at the same time, that's a criticism of their religion. That is nothing that, that's not racist.
That is some Canada grade fucking stupid.
Yep.
It is some Canada grace, but they're charging him for it right now. He's literally facing charges by the state of California over this. The Attorney General's doing this. They're going after his free speech, which, by the way, the government stepping in and doing that is a direct violation of the First Amendment, which is what it's meant to protect from. And then you have the University of Missouri right now. They currently have a zero tolerance policy for like a microaggression towards another student, right? It's literally a zero tolerance policy, because the wording in it says "and or" trying to stop pervasive language from happening. So
zero
if you
tolerance for fucking flim-flam.
Yeah, you can sit there and make a comment, like you could tell a dumb joke or something and it offends the wrong student and they go and complain and you can get booted from school. This is where we are. This is what's happening right now in the world. Scotland for Dankula, those 2 cases here for the United States. This is one of the reasons why a free speech event is absolutely imperative right now. Have there been issues with Kilroy? Absolutely. Will the first one go off without a hitch? No, it's going to screw up. Hopefully in the future, they'll get it right, or someone will be able to pick it up and take it home to the way that it should be. I can't tell you what's going to happen. I don't know yet, but I can tell you that fundamentally, I believe in the concept of it, because I think we as free speech advocates here on this platform, we rely on it as a way to not only earn a living, but to protect ourselves and speak for other people's ideals who can't have that right because they're so afraid of it right now.
Right.
Well,
people in the chat are saying that Dankula dropped out, which I wouldn't be surprised if he's on trial. He might not be able to leave the country.
He might not. Yeah. I don't know if Dankula dropped out. I don't know. I haven't seen that, but it doesn't matter if he dropped out or not. At no point doesn't matter if he dropped out. It's the idea of what's happening to him.
Yep.
And Sargon was talking with Mr. Mediker today on the stream, and they're talking about how the government over there is silencing speech. You can get arrested in Canada for tweeting the wrong thing or criticizing the wrong person. This is literally happening. They are coming for free speech. Even in the thing is, as much as a lot of the speech is abhorrent, it's disgusting, it's terrible. I don't agree with any fucking bit of it. As long as they're not calling for violence against somebody or the death or harm of somebody else, then they have a right to say it. And that is what we are protecting. That is why.
Absolutely.
And that's pretty much. I get people are mad at the situation, right? They're mad at Mediker's videos, but Mediker himself has said he had no intention of looking at it from an objective perspective. He said himself that he was coming at it from an outsider's viewpoint and just piecing the information together, and that's how he presented it, and that's fine. All right.
So what do you say to Call Me Oz, who says if it was a free speech event, yes, but it's not? What do you say to that?
Explain to me. Okay, explain to me though how it's not a free speech event. And if the idea there is, what about Andy's panel? Again, when you're trying to organize an idea for a free speech event, the concepts of free speech are sometimes often different from what people really want to say. there are also rules you have to adhere to in terms of like the hotel. So it's like there was a comment that I saw made at one point. What about Amos Yee hosting a panel on the benefits of pedophilia or something, right? Like that's his speech. Yes, that is. The hotel would not allow something like that to happen. At the same time, there are a lot more people that I think, talking about free speech needs to be, I think addressed from multiple angles. And I do feel that there was some issues with the organization of it in the beginning in terms of scheduling that I had no knowledge of or anything else. But I feel like there's some issues involving that could have been addressed in a much different way.
Right. And I think most people are just kind of concerned about the fact that a lot of people, it's not technically 100% free speech if like the alt-right can't come and speak or whatever have you. But even that again, like that is, I think, more opinion based than fact based in that regard. Well, according to Call Me On, she says alt-right were invited, and
this is where
money and then disinvited, or whatever. But
well, no, if I've talked to Base Mama, and like ultimately no one was really disinvited. What happened was, and this is okay, this is where we've seen problems. And you can kind of get a glimpse of this from like what Dave Cullen has said, what Sister Danger has said, and what even Base Mama has said. If you think about it, this is where there was a huge communication breakdown. This is where the big problem was. The big problem was that Dave was basically talent acquisition, right? So he's reaching out to all these people, and then him and Sister Danger were clearly having problems, as evidenced, I think, by they've both said so.
Sure.
And then it was almost a case of like the right hand not knowing what the left hand was doing, which ultimately led to this situation falling apart. And so while I don't believe anyone was, from what I've been told, and again, hey, this is what I've been told. If it's wrong, it's wrong. People being disinvited was more of like a, we might have just gone too far with as many people as has been talked to and go from there. And then there was a kerfuffle with the contracts and whose idea those were versus what is needed. It's been a bit of a mess.
Right.
I think it's more Occam's razor versus, not Occam's razor, sorry, Hamlin's razor than anything else, where it's just don't attribute malice where stupidity is equally applied. Right. I think it's more that. It's just when you have these people and you have internet personalities, and the keyword there is personality, sometimes people take it different ways and it can get out of hand. And I think that's where we are. So look, here's the thing. It's going to happen. It's happening. It's not dead. The event's still going on. I just booked my ticket today, so I'm on board to go. I'll be down there. Stuff's going on. I know they're going to announce the schedule soon, the full schedule of what's going on, and they're getting it all locked down. So if you guys are pessimistic about it, I don't blame anyone for being pessimistic about it. I would just say pay attention to what they're doing, and if it sounds cool, then check it out on Twitter when it happens, and maybe Kilroy too. It could be handled a bit better. That's how I see it.
Yeah. So to wrap it up, because we're getting to the end here, Matt is not necessarily like being all fucking. He has the information that he has, and he even said it himself in this stream tonight. If it's wrong, if it's wrong, it's wrong. Like if the information that was given to him is wrong, then that will be presented. He is not just blindly advocating for Based Mama and all that stuff. He realizes mistakes were made, but at the same time, he also believes in trying to right the ship and making this event happen because it is important.
Yes.
So I feel like I've summed that up pretty good. Do you agree?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Okay. So I just want to make that clear. We're at 10:58 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and say our goodbyes, everybody. Mundane Matt and Beardbarian, thanks for joining me on the second half of my stream here. I really appreciate it. Everybody in the chat, all the 200 people that were watching at one time, thanks for dropping by and watching. Thank you to my donators. I'm going to check the Streamlabs one last time and make sure I didn't miss any. If any come after this point, I'm sorry. Looks like nope, that was the last one. So yeah, we're going to bring this to an end. I'm glad that I got to talk to my fans and finally clear the air about the Zeph situation. I'm glad I got to talk a little bit about the future of my channel and also address the issue that after this semester, if it might not be viable for me to continue this, but we'll see. But at least you guys got a heads up of what needs to happen. And I am going to work to make it happen. I'm not just, with my hand out. I am going to try to continue doing great content. There might be some format changes. I want to try new things, but the response videos won't go completely away because I know my fans like them. But I really love all the support I'm getting from all my Magogonites. It's been one hell of a ride. I've reached I'll be reaching my 1 year anniversary on January 14th on YouTube. And it's been one hell of a ride. I want to thank all of you. And I know that there's still a lot of drama around these situations and Kilroy and everything. And there's all kinds of sides of the story, but let's all try to be a little bit amicable towards each other. Everybody's got an opinion on the matter, whether they're going to Kilroy or not. And I feel like everybody has the right to kind of have those opinions and to at least go and see to the Kilroy event and see what it turns into. Because like Matt said, maybe somebody can turn this thing around and maybe the next Kilroy will be a lot more smoother and with a lot more people. So thank you all for coming by. Thanks again to my guests. We'll see you guys on the flip. I'm Jeremy, the creator of Magog. Thanks for dropping by.
Toodles.